MLB The Show's coverage of Wednesday Night Baseball brings us to Comerica Park in downtown Detroit. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the Minnesota Twins and the Detroit Tigers. It's Tigers baseball, and it's coming up next. Danny Santana heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Center fielder, Danny Santana.
Right side hit hard. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
They got right out in front of this pitch and pulled it sharply right through the hole. Now they get something started early with the leadoff man on base to begin the ball game.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
All right, knock it down, infield.
And the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Iglesias is up with it on to first. And as Ernie may have said, it's 2 for the price of 1 for the Tigers. 2 away. With that, a look at Paul Molitor's lineup for the visiting Twins. What's this lineup got to do tonight to get a W on the road, Steve?
Well, they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early in the count, but get the ball up in the zone. Shorten up a little bit.
Hey,
put the
2
ball
outs
in
here,
play.
2 outs.
Miguel Sano will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
And even if this doesn't lead to a run, it's important not to let this guy get out there and skate through the first inning, throwing as few pitches as he has. If nothing else, maybe you force him to throw another, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 pitches to the next hitter.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Park is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Eric, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they've been playing better than 500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
And it hasn't been a homestand to remember so far. They're just 2-3 in their first 5 games, so they're going to need to pick it up.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Minnesota. Twins nothing. Tigers coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Oswaldo Arcia settles in for his first at-bat, and he'll be looking to break out in this one. Not having much success at the plate over the last week and a half. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High in the air out to center field. Shearholtz on the move.
Mine.
1 out. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defense for the Detroit Tigers. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
1-2. Oh, a very hittable pitch, too. That's a middle-of-the-plate fastball, and he's not going to get away with too many of those tonight.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
The designated hitter, Eduardo Escobar.
Eduardo Escobar will stand in now, and as you take a look at the splits, his numbers compare unfavorably once he leaves the comforts of home.
That's
Lays
a ball.
off
Hey, now we
1-0.
got 2.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. Squared that one up just a little late. 1-2, here it comes. On the ground up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Boy, when you stroll to the plate with an 11-game hitting streak and then you bang out another base hit and take it to 12, you got a little swagger about you.
chop foul over towards the coaching box. No score here as we play inning number 2. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded by Rutledge. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. On now to the bottom.
Hey, get ahead. Stay ahead right here.
Steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
And he misses with it, 1-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Hey, nobody away.
Won't go after the 2-1 sinker, and it's 3 balls and a strike now.
Well, this is a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a fastball.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Danny Santana.
Here we go.
A little bouncer, but it gets foul. Chop foul right at home plate.
Hey, no outs now.
0-2, here it comes. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Nobody out, runner on first. This is hit softly to third. Rutledge on to first, and they turn the double play.
The batter, number 9, shortstop.
Eduardo Nunez will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
All right, jump on him.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. Third inning, no score to this point. In for a strike, it's 1-1.
Two down now, 2 down.
1-1, here it comes. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Pulled high in the air out to left field. On the move is Joyce.
I go.
And that retires the side. Twins retired in short order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Miguel Sano
Go right now, fellas,
is ready
right now.
here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with 1 swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Hey, we got no
First
one here.
pitch on its way. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here.
Nope, that's a ball.
Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And he gets the slider over here. It's 2-1 now.
And even though that's a strike, that's a good take. You want to be looking 1 pitch, 1 spot. So don't go swinging at that one. That was nasty.
And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Well, this is a scroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Get ahead of him right here.
Standing in now, Park. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Boy, we're more than halfway through this game, and he's thrown
we got one out here.
strike to 70% of the batters he's faced, so he's pitching very, very well right now.
On to first, and there were 2 down.
The left fielder, number 31, Oswaldo Arcia.
Into the box, Oswaldo Arcia. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame.
Ball.
And low,
Here
it's
we
a
go,
ball and a
guys.
strike.
Let's go.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe
One
try
ball,
and break this
2
tie
strikes.
ball game.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone. All that can do is tie you up.
No
In
runner,
there,
no
a
runner,
base
eat
hit.
it.
Now batting, third baseman, Brandon
Brandon Drury is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him.
Hey, get
again
ahead
right
right here.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Pitching has the
Hey,
upper
2
hand
outs, one
early
away.
as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And a slider's
I got a
in the
ball,
dirt
1
as he
strike.
lays off it for a ball. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Twins wind up stranding 1. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Leading off the inning, Eduardo
Leading off for the
Escobar,
Twins.
as they'll look to get something
Hey,
going here and
hey.
even this game up.
And in a pretty close
Escobar.
game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Ball
And the
inside.
first pitch of the
They've
inning
got
here
no out.
misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Fastball
one
got
ball,
him to
1
swing
strike.
through it. It's 1-1.
Just overmatched him there.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. So make it 2 hits for him now on the night as this
Second
one finds
baseman,
its way into center.
Eddie
And as the graphic there
Rosario.
illustrates, his total for the year places him second best on the Twins roster.
Yeah, he's a big producer offensively for this ball club. Definitely one of the guys they depend on to make things happen.
Grounded to the right.
There it is. Turn 2. Turn 2.
To Iglesias
He's
for
out.
1. On to
You're
first,
out.
a double play.
The catcher, number 8.
Boy, that's the
Kurt
great thing
Suzuki.
about having a good sinker, and it seems like a lot of times, even when guys do get a hit off of you, the next guy's going to come up and ground into a double play anyway. We've seen it before, and that's exactly what happens here.
Kurt Suzuki will stand in now with 2 away, and it's back to the drawing board here following the double play.
Hey, we
Yeah, and
got
that
2
was the
down now,
third
2
of the
down.
game so far, and it's going to be really hard to win when you're just giving away outs like that.
And
Ball,
he
that's
won't bite at
outside.
that one either. It's 2-0. And with 2 away here, this is not the time to lose the strike zone.
Especially not to a number 9 hitter. The last thing you want to do is turn this lineup over and give these guys a shot to make something out of this inning after all.
Grounded back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
Back into the stretch for him again
How
as
about
we
it?
take a look at
The
his
center
line so
fielder,
far. It's
Danny
almost like he's kept that
Santana.
shutout going with smoke and mirrors because he's definitely given up his share of base runners. They just haven't amounted to anything so far.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. Hot shot on the ground is short. Iglesias is there, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Eduardo Nunez will step forward now to lead things
Leading off for
off,
the
and
Twins,
after that last half
shortstop,
inning, his guys are going to have some
Eduardo
work to do.
Nunez.
Yeah, those 5-run innings are tough to bounce back from, but there's still time. They don't need to panic. They just need to focus on getting a few guys on base here. And on the mound, here's
How about
where
it?
you got to keep
Right
pitching
fielder,
like it's a one-run
Miguel
game. You
Sano.
never want to get in that relaxed mode where you think,
Ball.
I've got some cushion. I can afford to give up some hits. Well, that'll
Hey,
stay
nobody.
his ass.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Hey, need a
Fastball
strikeout right
called
here.
strike.
Here we go.
1-2. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that
Roll it
good
up,
movement
roll it up.
and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to
Got
do
him.
the job.
And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at
Now
first
batting,
as they record the
Number
out.
52.
Park will dig in for the third time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first two trips.
2 down here. Hey, all right, here we go now.
And he lays off there 1-0. Perhaps exasperation would be the watchword in that first base dugout.
Yeah, and you know, it feels like it's been that way all night for him.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
2 times here they've gone away, both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
Straight up, straight up,
Here's a
straight
high pop-up. Romine is under this one, and that will retire the side. Nothing doing here for the Twins. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Oswaldo Arcia will start things off as they look to do something here to get on the scoreboard for the first time.
Number 31.
And they've seen some opportunities come and go. They do have 7 hits, so it's not like they haven't had base runners. They just haven't been able to bring those guys in.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full 3-2.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Hit on the ground to short. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Up next for the Twins.
Brandon Drury.
Here we go now. Let's go.
Was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip. Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Hey,
2-0.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Ball 3.
3-0 now. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch.
Yeah.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
A lot of people think that pitch will burn straight down, but it will work back a little bit towards righties. Like that one did right there.
This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Shearholtz is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now
Striding into the box, Eduardo Escobar, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Decent
Plays
numbers,
at 1
but
here.
nothing amazing from the left side of the plate so far this season.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still...
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, he seems to be pitching him a little cautiously here. Maybe it's because he's 2 for 2 against him so far, but I think this is a guy you still need to come right after.
Swing and a line drive. Foul. Set to deal on 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
He tried to get him to bite on that pitch, but it was way out of the zone there.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side.
Ladies and
Add
gentlemen,
another 0 as it's up to 7 shutout innings so far. It's stretched. Eddie Rosario
Come on, guys.
will stride
Leading off
forward
for the
now.
Twins,
He's bounced out a
second
couple of
baseman,
times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact.
0-1's
keep
the count.
him rolling over.
We got no one.
Drilled on the ground to short. Right to Iglesias. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Number 8, Kurt Suzuki.
Kurt Suzuki
Come on,
digs
guys.
in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
And everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one.
And that pitch count is 88 now, but to me, he looks good to go.
1-1.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Hit hard back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single. Into the box now, Danny Santana. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Hey, we got one out here.
A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Hit hard on the ground to second.
Turn two.
That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Cut it! Hold on to it.
Eduardo Nunez will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming.
Ball one,
they haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Fly ball out toward left center field.
I got it.
Ball. Calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out. Miguel Sano comes forward to bat again. He was the victim of a double play last time around.
And it's always kind of tough returning to the dugout after rolling into a double play. So you know he wants to make up for that one right here.
And that's in there. Base hit.
Yeah, here we go. Relay.
And a relay home is in time, and he's cut down at the plate. Park will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth. They'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
Yeah, and whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far. So, quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
And he falls behind 0-2.
Hey, strike this guy out. Get him yourself.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth. 2 outs away from a victory here that you'd have to say will be a rather convincing one.
One down.
Every phase of the game, hitting, pitching, defense, it all favors the home side here. Top to bottom, they've been the better team.
Oswaldo Arcia is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. And with 1 out in the ninth, he's just now coming up on his 100th pitch of the ball game. Rutledge is there. Throw on to first will get him, and the Twins are now down to their final out. Brendan Drury stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth.
Yeah, just one final hurdle
2 outs,
here
fellas.
before he finishes off the shutout.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one. Liner toward right center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
Cut it right there.
Well, the toughest out in any ball game is always the very last one. These guys are still breathing, but it's going to take a few more of these to get back into contention.
Eduardo Escobar stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Here we go, guys. Let's do
Set to deliver the 0-1. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. And now this crowd of 27,000 plus rise to their feet. And another foul ball. Hard liner toward short, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, eat it! Cut it!
Eddie Rosario will stand in now, and hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
That's in there, base hit. And he is out at the plate, trying to get a little too greedy when he didn't need to be, and this ball game is over.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge, essentially, from pitch one. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home top player of the game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble a few times, and he winds up with a complete game shutout.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching... This is the M Show, and I'm Matt Vasgersian, and as we draw... Nighttime skies above over the home of the Twins, Target Field in downtown Minneapolis. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Detroit Tigers and the Minnesota Twins. So a moment now to take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Tigers. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, I think the focus...
Danny Santana comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Danny Santana.
Come on now, get ahead of him.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Eric, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
And that last win gets them a step closer to the 500 mark. They can actually reach 500 if they can pull this one out.
A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Eric, who stands out to you?
Yeah, one guy that's been struggling a bit lately is Miguel Sano. He's still without a stolen base this season, which is baffling. I don't know if it's a coaching issue or if he just needs to be more aggressive when he gets on base, but this team needs him to start taking advantage of his speed.
Eduardo Nunez comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, overall, Parker is a solid umpire, but I have seen sometimes when there was some inconsistency calling the corners. As a pitcher, it seems he doesn't always give you the same spot when it's on the black.
1-2 as he chases the slider.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Backhanded. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single.
Batting third,
Miguel Sano
right fielder,
will dig in now, knowing he'll need to turn it on here down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that batting title.
He's had a great season, third in the league in average, and there's a...
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. Oh, and he runs right through the stop sign. And the tag from Saltalamacchia. They got him at the plate.
Yeah, now in hindsight, you could have had runners at second and third with one out, but they roll the dice. They're trying to pick up that run from first, and it winds up not working out for them.
Hey, let's go right here.
Standing in now, Park.
2 down here.
Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. And even 20 home runs and 69 runs batted in. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. Liner towards second, and nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Twins wind up stranding 1. After 1, no score. Oswaldo Arcia will dig in now, 1 home run shy of 20 for the season so far.
Arcia.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Kinsler onto the grass.
I got it. Ball.
He's got it 1 away. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defense for the Detroit Tigers. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up.
Hey,
so
come on now,
we'll see how that impacts this game.
The windup and the 0-1. Chopped in front of home plate. That winds up foul for the second strike. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Eduardo Escobar will stand in now, happy that this series is at home, no doubt, as you see his splits right there. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2.
Hey, now we got 2.
Line softly out toward left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Kurt Suzuki set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Damn.
First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0.
Hey!
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And now one taken by Suzuki as he draws it even at 2-2.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So
Here we go right now, fellas, right now.
You're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a 3rd time.
Up.
Now that's
You've
popped
got
up.
room, you've got room.
Behind the plate for Saltalamacchia. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Tommy Field digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Second baseman, Tommy Field.
Hey, all right, here we go
Into the windup and the pitch. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Set to deliver the 0-1.
Hey, nobody out now.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. to 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
And Kinsler will flip it on to first for out number 1.
Up next for the Twins, center
Danny
fielder,
Santana will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out.
Hey, we got
He
one
didn't
out
see
here.
any pitches as well.
Lays off 1-0. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Hot shot on the ground is short. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
the batter number 9, shortstop,
Eduardo Nunez
Eduardo
stands in.
Nunez.
Get ahead, stay ahead now.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
Hey, 2 out.
This ball sharply hit, but right to Iglesias at short. Pretty much. Miguel Sano is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board.
Number 22.
Getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning, nothing.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
And he'll take this to the bag, 3
Number
unassisted for the
52.
first out. Park stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. On the ground to third. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home 4th.
Now batting, left fielder, Oswaldo Arcia.
Settling in now, Oswaldo Arcia. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Squared that one up just a little late. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4.
2 down here.
And a sinker dips too low there.
Hey, plays it first.
Into the dirt, in fact.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Not much behind this as this ball is looped over toward first. But there to take it is Cabrera, and Brandon Drury comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this
Drury.
leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
And he takes ball 1. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
So far, he's the only guy that struck out for these guys. He's in danger of making it 2 now.
Drilled on the ground to short. A spin and a throw. And a spin throw gets him at first. A fine play there for the first out.
Designated hitter number 5, Eduardo
Into the
Escobar.
box, Eduardo Escobar. He reached on a single in his first try. First offering on its way.
Got 1.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. May have gotten a piece of that one, but no matter. It's 1-1.
Here we go.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
That's ball
No
2.
offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Counting is 2-1.
Yeah, that's getting bailed out at the plate.
Pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Martinez.
Mine.
2 gone.
The catcher, number 8.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kurt Suzuki. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball.
2 down here.
It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
Ball 2.
And
Here we
he
go,
won't
guys.
bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. So a solo shot there from Kurt Suzuki.
Now batting.
6th home run on the
Second
season for him
baseman.
as the
Upstairs.
Twins take a 1-0 lead. Tommy Field
out
is in
there.
now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. This is line to left, and he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Hit me, hit me.
The relay, and the gamble will work out. He's in at second base with a 2-out double.
The batter,
Danny
center
Santana
fielder,
will stride
Danny
forward now. He's
Santana.
bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball
Ball
game.
that's outside.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul.
Hey, plays it first,
Way
Two balls,
outside,
one
nearly
strike.
to the backstop, 2-1. You get the sense he's starting to nibble a bit at the corners here, and that's something he wasn't doing earlier.
Yeah, and he sort of backed off the throttle a little bit, too. I'm wondering if that home run ball might have changed his approach just a little bit.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Hit to third. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him.
And after 3
The batter,
straight
number 9,
2-out hits,
shortstop,
that's going to hurt a visit from the
Eduardo
pitching coach.
Nunez.
You know, there's not a whole lot of guesswork as to what he's saying. It's just, look, all we need is one more good pitch from you to get out of this. I know you've got it in you.
Eduardo Nunez digs in,
Hey,
and
we
we'll
got
see
2
what
down
he can
now.
do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
No, that's down.
Here's a sinker to start
Hey,
him
fellas,
out, but
hold
he
him right
wouldn't
here.
bite. It's ball 1. So the 3 straight hits have that man right there. Perhaps as ball gets down, let's see if they try to score. In to score is the runner from third.
Hit me,
Around
hit me.
third and being waved on home. And he will score as well. And that could be the at-bat of the ball game here. It's now a 3-run lead.
Now
And
batting,
this is how you
Right
break
fielder,
out of a cold streak.
Miguel.
This is his second hit of the ball game. This one goes for extra
Hey,
bases.
2 outs,
You
huh?
can see that confidence is slowly starting to come back at the plate.
Here's Miguel Sano.
Ball.
And he lays off there, 1-0. Seems like whatever was working early on suddenly is not
Ball
working now.
inside.
It's almost like he's imploding right before our eyes.
Check to swing there and pops this one up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Here we go.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. 3 runs already home here. Strike 3, and that'll put an end to a big inning. And guys, we were treated to an excellent pitching performance in this one by the gentleman you see right here, Phil Hughes. He's our tops player of the game.
final line score
Yeah,
for a
he
ball
was
game
really
tonight.
overpowering guys
For the
out there.
victorious
Look at the
Twins.
line.
Afternoon baseball. Your viewing pleasure on a fine Sunday afternoon from Comerica Park in Detroit. Today it's the rubber match of this 3-game series between the Kansas City Royals and the Detroit Tigers. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Gerard Dyson makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The right fielder, number 1, Jared Dyson.
Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. Eric, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
After the loss last time out, that sets up a rubber match here in the finale, so I'm expecting this to be the best game of the 3.
One down.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man.
Hey, 2 outs. Plays at 1.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, overall, Parker is a solid umpire, but I have seen sometimes when there was some inconsistency calling the corners. As a pitcher, it seems he doesn't always give you the same spot when it's on the black.
Iglesias is up with it. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defense for the Detroit Tigers. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty,
Ball 1, no
opposing
strikes.
runners,
fellas.
they better think twice about running on anything hit to J.D. Martinez.
Ball
He
left
doesn't have
outside.
elite speed, and he may not make the jaw-dropping highlight catches that other outfielders make, but he takes good routes, gets good jumps, and he has a very strong arm. Very efficient outfielder.
Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will not. Just slicing foul at the very last moment. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Grounded to third. Taken in by Castellanos. Throw in time, and the side is retired. KC down in order. Royals nothing. Tigers due up. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Lorenzo Cain will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
Well, guys, one good game does not a season make. He's been hitting under 250 over his last 10 games, so hopefully he's figured something out.
And the Royals are going to have their first hit of the ball game. The throw into second. And that is where the wheels pay off, as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double. Salvador Perez will stand in now with a good chance to break the seal here following the leadoff double.
Well, it's a good RBI opportunity, but you've got to remember your first job, which is to at least get that guy over to third base.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Salvador Perez is a multiple Gold Glove winner behind the plate, including in 2015, but he can definitely do some damage with the bat as well.
Throw on to first, in time, 1 away.
Batting 6th, the left fielder,
Alex
number
Gordon
4.
will stand in,
Alex
back in the lineup
Gordon.
after getting the night off yesterday.
Here. Let's go. Let's go.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. You get the next guy.
Lined hard toward right center.
Mine.
Arranged to his left and put it away. 2 down.
Yeah, and I think he thought he got that one pretty good.
7,
that looked like it might turn into extra bases, but that's a nice job to close quickly and run it down in the alley.
Hard hit ball to second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Royals leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Alcides Escobar will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s.
Well, he's been hitting really
Counts
well
1-0.
over his last 10 games or so, and he's someone to watch out for in this one.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And the sinker is
no
over here, and
here.
that evens things at 1.
Much better sinker there. I think that's the one he wanted to throw to start the at-bat.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
1-2 as he chases the slider.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
That's
To
ball
2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 balls,
that's
2
a
strikes.
great pitch on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
No, he's safe.
And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late.
And here's a situation
Second
where,
baseman.
heck,
Number
just
15.
make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know.
Hey,
Winds
we
up
got
beating
no
this
one.
ball out.
Number 15 will get his first opportunity here, and that average
that's
is
low.
certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Oh, I'll tell you, no
Ball
hitter wants to
inside.
go through a streak like this. Already the numbers don't look very good, and now he's hitless in his last 10.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory, and he's retired here, 1 away. Gerard
right fielder,
Dyson
number 1.
will get a second shot now.
Gerard
He grounded
Dyson.
out to start the ball game.
And he only saw a couple.
He's going,
pitches,
he's going.
too.
Here we
That's
go,
great
guys.
for the
Let's
pitcher
go.
when you can get an easy
Ball
leadoff
1, no
out
strike.
like that.
And he can't
down,
hold
one
on
down.
to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up.
Runner,
And the
runner.
runner's breaking for third.
Ball 2.
Pitch misses the throw down. The tag, and he's out. Great job adjusting to the throw and applying the tag in time. Grounded up the first baseline. Glove by Cabrera. And
He's
he'll
out.
step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Royals. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
Hey, no outs
Orlando
now.
is ready here as we begin
Leading
the
off for
top of the
Kansas
fourth.
City.
Well, they still don't have any
Designated
runs
hitter,
on the board yet,
Paulo
so getting this leadoff
Orlando.
man on base would be huge.
Hey, come on. Get ahead. Stay ahead.
First pitch of
Ball
the
1.
inning is taken
Counts
downstairs
1-0.
for a ball. It's 1-0. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the fourth inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
1-1 pitch is a sinker taken for a strike. 1-2.
Ball inside.
Hard sinker misses. 2-2. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, this is a scroll he's taken 5 times
First
in this
baseman, number
series now.
35.
That slow
Eric
walk back to the
Hosmer.
dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
So 1 gone in the inning now, and that'll bring in the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
Here we go, boys.
Yeah, we got 1.
He'll start
1-0.
him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting,
Lorenzo
Center fielder.
Cain walks into the
Lorenzo
box.
Cain.
Reached base with a double his first time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat
2 down
last
here.
time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And that's in there for strike 1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes
Hey,
are
let's
so
go right
important.
here.
It really changes the complexion
count,
of the
0-2.
at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Ball that's
A
outside.
little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Yeah, a smart pitch there. If you got him to reach for it 0-1,
You go,
maybe
you
he'll do
go,
it again
you
0-2.
go.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Ian Kinsler will be the one.
Hey, come on now.
Salvador
Here we go.
Perez heads for the box
Leading
to
off for
start
Kansas
off the
City,
fifth in this
the
one.
catcher,
Well, they
number
still aren't
13,
even on the board yet, so this
Salvador
leadoff guy needs to
Perez.
get on so they can manufacture a run.
Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike one. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far.
Ball that's
This is
outside.
where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. You know, get the pitcher into the
Nope,
stretch,
that's
get
down.
him out of his comfort zone. Then maybe your offense can go from there.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Still 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk.
And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
Well, there's no question that the
The left
sinker
fielder,
away has
number
always
4,
been this guy's bread and
Alex
butter pitch.
Gordon.
You can see where it is on show track, and you're just not going to get a better location than that pitch with 2 strikes.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike 1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Plays at 1 here.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to first, and Gordon is retired here for the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Hunter Dozier.
Into the box now, Hunter Dozier. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like
2 down
this.
here.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count.
Here we
it's
go.
Not even close to being a factor just yet.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Sharply hit ball back up the middle. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
No runner.
And they're able to keep the inning alive as you
2,
check out the numbers on his
shortstop,
performance so far.
Rtts
That's just the
Escobar.
third hit he's allowed to this point. He's been pretty much in control the whole way.
Rtts Escobar is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Well, anytime you throw a first
plays
pitch
at 1
strike
now.
to less than 50% of the hitters you're facing, you're looking for trouble, but not so in this game. We're in the middle innings here, and he's still pitching well.
Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Oh, he
ball,
went for the
2
knockout
strikes.
pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2.
2 down now, 2
Classic
down.
strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to.
I got
but
the count,
great
2-2.
recognition there at the plate to lay off.
And that missed. On the ground to the left side. Castellanos is there. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. 1 left for Kansas City. Halfway home, still no score.
Hey, we got no
Number
one here.
15 will dig
Leading
in.
off for the
0
Royals.
for 1 in the ballgame.
Second baseman, number 15.
Here we go now.
Into
Let's
the
go.
windup and the pitch. Pitch popped up.
Up,
Cabrera
up,
on
up.
the move. He's got it 1 away.
The right fielder, number 1.
Gerard Dyson
Jared
will stride forward
Dyson.
now. He's bounced out a couple of times already
Hey, get
here in the
ahead right
ballgame.
here.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. Got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
Throw on to first gets him from
Now
shallow
batting,
right, and there's out
designated
number
hitter,
2.
Paulo Orlando.
Paulo Orlando will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but
as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Eric Hosmer.
Hey, we got two.
Hosmer is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
Now you got to regroup after the 2-out single.
No, he's
You're
in
in a
there.
dangerous spot in the
Go
lineup.
right now,
so
fellas, right now.
The inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hot shot to third. Oh, look at Castellanos.
He's out.
And from his knees, he got him. Boy, all arm there as this side is retired. Royals leave one. We are still scoreless. Lorenzo Cain will stand in here to start the seventh. BK, it's been a pitching and defense afternoon all
Going out
throughout.
now.
Yeah, neither starter looking like he's ready to
Stay
blink.
ahead.
Neither one of them looking all that.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one.
This guy's kind of walked a tightrope all game long. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to 50% of the hitters he's faced, and yet pitching a very good ball game.
Left field and deep. Upton going back at
Heads
the
up, wall,
track.
wall.
He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Well, this
The
ball
catcher,
seemed
number
like it
13,
stayed in the air a long time, but
Salvador
he had a
Perez.
long way to go to get to it. And look at this catch he makes when he finally gets there. A one-handed grab with his back to the infield. That was really well done.
Now the Tigers have some action in the bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez.
Ball that's outside.
As he'll take a look at ball one. One out, nobody on.
Hey, one away. One away.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Sprinting after it, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall.
Hit me, hit me.
And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a one-out double. Alex Gordon
The left
will
fielder,
stand in
number
for the
4.
third time now,
Alex
still without a hit, so
Gordon.
that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's
Gotta hold
really
him, let's
focused
go.
on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the
Hey,
ball.
one away, one away.
Swing and a line drive. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. Long throw to the plate. But not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Well, you talk about being locked in at the plate right now. That is 10 straight games with a base hit now. And it's going to be a lot of fun to see how long he can keep this thing going.
Now the Tiger skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon.
Now pitching for the
Blaine
Tigers,
Hardy will come on and pitch here. And the Royals were paced this afternoon by the efforts of this man, Alcides Escobar. Talk about a worthy recipient. He's our tops player of the game.
Our final line score this
Yeah,
afternoon.
he was a thorn in their
First for the
side all
victorious
game
Kansas
long.
City Royals.
You'll see there, he
4
winds
runs
up with
on
a
11.
3-hit ball.